all. Welcome to the 8th session of my playthrough of Dragon Age Veilguard. Hope you've been enjoying it. If you've been watching it, if it's the first time you're here, welcome to the show. Last time we drove a blighted dragon away from Treviso and Antiva, and then visited the ramifications of that. We had to choose whether to save Antiva or Minrathous. So when we went back to Minrathous, we found that the Shadow Dragons had been pretty badly devastated, and our companion from the Shadow Dragons, Nev, is going to be staying there for a while and is unavailable to us. Also, reviewing through some of the character stuff, I noted that Nev is now marked, I think the status was called Hardened, so some of her more supportive kind of skills have been taken away, or I think it's just one skill, but other parts of her skills have been made stronger. So when she returns, she'll be a different kind of character than she was when she left. Obviously, we had to make a choice, and I'm sure if we'd chosen the other way, it'd be Lucanus, who had undergone that change, and Nev, who would be very grateful. After that, we went out and recruited a Qunari dragon hunter. It was a fun little session, an interesting character, who I will call more of a dragon conservationist than a true dragon hunter, but certainly capable of hunting dragons. So it'll be interesting to see what she brings to the group. We will be starting this session going to recruit the Necromancer to join the group. And then, I'm not certain where we'll go from there. We've been building up a lot of character-oriented side quests that I think we will need to probably start working on those and then come back to the main quest. Grab a snack, got something to drink, sit back, relax, enjoy the show. If you like it, feel free to like and subscribe. Let's get on with this. Okay, we're going to find Emmerich. Trying to decide which characters I'll take with. I want to bring our new Qunari along with, just because. And it would be nice to have a mage, so should I bring Harding or... No, I gotta bring Bella, because this is really her thing. And look at that, that's the party I have already, so... let's go ahead and travel to the travel west. We're going back to a place we've been before, so... Nevarra. Oh, I gotta leave space for somebody with the person we're gonna bring in, so I guess we're just bringing Veilguard. Grand Necropolis. Welcome to Nevarra. Curious if we get another character cameo here like we have in a couple other sections.
This is it. But no sign of the professor.
I hope he's here and that he doesn't mind us disturbing him. He is a senior necromancer. I don't... Oh!
Visitors! What a marvelous surprise! Any trouble with the lift? Our last guests were stuck for hours. Poor souls. Oh. Professor Emmerich Volkaren of the Morn Watch.
Hello, Professor. We've never met, well, in person, but I've been writing to you.
Belara, my dear girl. What a pleasure. Surely you didn't come all this way just to see me.
Actually, we did. You see, we need a Fade expert.
I'm Rook.
Charmed.
I didn't expect such a warm welcome. Considering.
Please, don't be put off. The workforce is perfectly harmless. I'd be pleased to continue our conversation after I tend to some small business here.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Some
I
business.
must investigate. Would you two mind accompanying me further into the shrouded halls?
Toward that screaming?
Something's gone awry in this part of the Necropolis, Rook. The dead stir more easily than they should.
Oh, wow. I've never seen anything like this. Something weird up ahead.
Strange. These halls should be under the protection of the bell.
Is that a despair demon?
Fascinating, isn't it? They shouldn't be able to breach the shrouded halls at all.
Take your word for it.
Careful ahead.
Hold on, a fire at least.
Here we go.
Rook, it singled you out.
What? Where did one go?
It's vital we discover why that spirit manifested here.
Lead the way, Professor.
It's all hell. It's an appearance thing. We'll deal with that later. Something's been fussing with me here. There we go.
Someone's barred the door and chained the sunken star.
There's undead here.
We may need to defend ourselves depending on their condition.
Haven't fought undead in a while.
No reaching these. They're mindless.
What does that mean?
I'm afraid sometimes the weaker dead work themselves into frenzies. Poor things.
Great job, Ruff. Took them down clean.
I must free that bell.
Need some help?
Thank you. The star, the bell, can banish these despair spirits if we unchain it. We'll need a wisp to unseal the doors leading out. Could you please find one and bring it here?
Okay. How?
Give your greetings, and the wisp will follow.
So I see some more stuff to get. A stagger more damage. Just finish walking the edge to see what else I may have missed.
Hello.
Wisps are the simplest of spirits, but quite helpful. Bring the wisp here, and we can unseal the doors.
Doors open. Where to now?
This should lead us to the upper chambers, where we can free the bell. There's someone I'd like to consult with on the way.
Can help here, Professor.
You already have, Bellara, and it's just Emmerich. Please.
Right, Professor.
I assume your visit has to do with recent upheavals we've sensed in the Fade?
Oh, just a little. Watch ahead.
It's over.
No, it's not. Feels only a little bit sacrilegious. Lost wedding. Okay.
I'll need a wisp.
A little bit back to work out that other wisp, or do I don't see. I suspect the answer is no, in which case I'll be editing this run out. So back.
This magic, it drains everything around it.
Echoes of the despair spirits, misery devouring itself. We should keep our distance. If provoked, these manifestations will shatter.
necrotic damage.
Can't do this without a wisp.
There's a fight ahead.
I thought I was going to get a wisp out of that, but I did not.
Not alone. done.
Potions I didn't pick up because
This is locked too, and I didn't see any wisps around.
Then I shall call for aid. They've answered. We'll need to guide the wisps who've just arrived to the door.
Those wisps really came just because you asked.
They care for us, Rook. Our ever-loyal friends amongst the dead.
Can't do this without a wisp.
man, we have one more to beat, huh?
We've a fight ahead.
Ranged incoming!
Here's our second wisp.
These are way different than some of the wisps in Arlethan.
I should like to meet some one day.
I don't know, Professor. Your wisps seem less, dangerous.
Fortunately, we're going to take a second to investigate down here.
Strange. This door shouldn't be here.
Shouldn't it?
The Necropolis rearranges itself every so often.
Okie dokie.
Spy trouble ahead.
Good to go. Good work, everyone.
There's the last wisp.
Good. Let's return to the door. Well done. Past these chambers, we'll find some assistance with reaching the bell. Despair is far more pervasive than I'd thought. We must stop who's ever drawing these spirits here, Rook.
You think a person's behind all the despair demons?
Oh yes, mortals are their prime attraction.
Okay, wasn't expecting that.
You bet. Ranged incoming. I'm ready.
They're firing at us!
Okay.
Ranged.
Ah, well done.
How do we get rid of all these despair demons?
Their source is near the bell you saw earlier. Ringing it will banish them, but we must find who lured them there in the first place.
I guess I get to go around again. And I found something I didn't see.
Tell me, Rook, where are you from?
I grew up in Tevinter.
Our cousins in Magecraft to the north. You must tell me about your journeys once we're above ground.
There is over there. That's how we get there. Ooh, that's a tough choice. I like it. Plus defense, I think. So let's.
Here we are. This is where we'll learn who summoned these despair spirits.
But how?
You must open yourself to possibilities while in the Necropolis. Would you mind lighting those braziers, Rook? Should unseal our final path to the bell. It's best we unchain it quickly.
What's it do exactly?
The sunken star will drive away despair. Any malicious spirit that hears the tolling of the bell will be banished to the Fade.
Oh, that'd be helpful in Arlethan, but I bet it only works here, doesn't it?
Quite correct. The bell would be inert outside the Necropolis.
Still, I bet the principles could be replicated.
Excellent. Approach the body and we'll begin. By seal and flame, who brought despair in our midst? Despair? Who brought it here? The Venatori. Of course. This way, please.
What did you just do?
The colloquial term is corpse whispering, a gift that manifested with my magic.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Honestly, I've no idea how the other Watchers navigate the Necropolis without it.
Shh. Think I hear someone.
This map is useless. We wasted 3 slaves in those traps. If that Hand of Glory burns down...
So don't dawdle!
You found those Venatori.
They have no place in these halls.
Our strength. You bet.
Venatori after? Gold? Artifacts?
Raw magic. Their first envoys were obsessed with gathering power for some new masters.
Ah, I'll fill you in on them later.
Runes for Valerian dagger. Think that through carefully.
Gotta keep quiet. Don't disturb them.
I do that on accident so often.
Well, down one more despair demon. That's the last of them.
I see someone by the crates.
I don't think they're Venatori. This looks interesting.
A spirit labyrinth? I didn't know they'd learn to make miniature ones into Vinter.
Yay, a fresh breadstick.
What's this?
A vessel to store the magic the Venatori intended to siphon away from us.
Scrawled note. Gone to the upper chambers to investigate a noise. With luck, it's only one of those lumbering Nevarran corpses. What a sight. Throw my body to the flames like we do in the rest of the civilized world. Yeah.
Hello? Did the Venatori bring you here?
They said I'd spilled the wine too many times. That I'd be a better sacrifice than slave.
You are in Nevarra, sir. There are no slaves on our soil. Please remain here. After we've seen to the rest of the Venatori, I'll send for someone to escort you above.
All right.
Those Venatori dragged that man down here just to die.
The Watchers will shelter him. We'll inquire if he has any family in Minrathous.
I know people in Minrathous who would help with that. Just say the word.
Thank you. We'd welcome the assistance. As for the Venatori, what remains of them will be put to work. The sunken star can help us if we break the Venatori's chains.
Right. There's one chain.
Excellent.
Yes!
There we go. Finally.
Kill them all, but save the limbs.
Got it.
We've company.
Yep.
There. That's the last chain.
Must return to the low level to ring the bell. Be ready. The ritual to wake the bell will draw Despair's attention.
And any more Venatori?
I'll need you to keep them occupied while I work.
Ah, this will be fun.
There's the Venatori.
You feel our might!
I use block more, and I'm just not good at it.
Finish them now!
How are we doing, Emmerich?
The bell is slowly wakening, but we must fight a little longer.
We will! Triumph! This cannot be!
Venatori brought demons.
Typical of them.
Finish them off!
Emmerich? Now... What?
Now! The Grand Necropolis shows itself!
It worked! Those despair demons are just gone.
Pretty impressive.
Thank you, but come, let's ensure these cultists didn't leave anything dangerous behind. I'll ask our attendants to gather their bodies later, of course.
Okay, not get through there yet. For Emmerich. Anything else around here before I interact with that? Good.
And this is a severed hand.
It can't be. A hand of glory? The Venatori should never have this. I must find out where it came from. Let me know when you'd like to return to the chambers above.
Let's get back to the lighthouse.
You can tell me why you've sought out a Fade expert on the way?
Long story short,
I know it's a lot, but I swear we've seen the blighted elven gods ourselves.
It would explain recent oniric disruptions.
At the least, the implications of what Rook's witnessed are... Ah, thank you, Manfred.
Well, hi. And thanks.
You spoke of danger to the Fade.
The elven gods plan to tear it wide open to get to the blight. And they've already messed with it. Demons, tears in reality. Our team needs a Fade expert.
Many Watchers never depart Nevarra. But with events so dire...
I'd be delighted to assist.
It has been many years since you left us.
Well, yes, but elven gods, ancient magics. I couldn't bear miss this. Besides, I've spent my life exploring the Fade and speaking to spirits. If Rook needs an expert, none are better qualified than I.
Only if your assistant's coming.
Manfred? But of course.
Welcome aboard.
Wonderful. I'll gather my things. Come, Manfred.
The Grand Necropolis was at peace again, and Emmerich was off to a new adventure. But in Nevarra, nothing stays down for long. The Venatori had unearthed something no one should have, and delivered it to the worst possible person. Emmerich's journey would soon bring him face to face with the gloaming lantern.
What the Venatori ultimately intended with their incursions into the Necropolis worries me. Whether or not it was directed by the gods, the timing serves them well. Chaos, I fear, is their ally.
With this, Demeter's Crossing and the Blighted Dragons, and everything else we're all dealing with, feels like we're at war. A lot of little wars.
Didn't take the gods long to attract support from all the worst people in Thedas.
They're offering power to anyone who wants it. The Venatori and Antam won't question what it will cost.
So how do we fight back then?
We don't have an army, but we do have allies, like the Veil Jumpers.
After Demeter's Crossing, it's personal for them.
The Crows, particularly after we helped save their city.
Thea and Viago know what is owed. They will make good on that debt.
Also, Lady Morrigan requested a meeting at the Cobbled Swan in Minrathous.
Could she have found some trace of the gods?
Probably. Morrigan doesn't visit crowded taverns for fun.
I also heard from Grey Wardens out in the Hossberg wetlands, Antoine and Evka. Something strange is happening with the Blight there. I bet it involves the gods.
The First Warden didn't seem impressed the last time we met.
I heard he told you to piss up a rope.
Will he be in the wetlands?
I don't keep track, but he can't stop you from asking a few questions, if we're fast enough.
Any details on the Blight in the wetlands?
Antoine said he didn't write it down.
Why not?
Either he didn't trust someone else wouldn't read the note, or he didn't want us to panic.
Gillinane has laid low since we hurt her dragon, but the Blight spreads rot wherever the gods go.
And no one's better at tracking Blight than Wardens.
Morrigan and those Wardens feel like our best leads on finding the gods.
Are they really gods? Or just ancient mages? It's not clear.
They're gods, or the closest damn thing to them.
Nev, you're back.
Yeah, I am.
Good to have you back. This is Professor Emmerich Volkarin, our Fade expert, and Tosh, our dragon hunter. They joined while you were away. Hey.
Charmed.
Right. Not everyone has met.
So you're a dragon hunter? Minrathous could have used you.
What's going on?
Back home, what isn't? Look, you made an impossible call without enough information. I get it. It's the corner the gods put us in. It just might take time to shake off.
You are back though, right?
Yeah, Belle. I'm back.
Good to have you back, whatever the circumstances. Everyone needs to be part of this. That's the only way we'll win.
After what happened to Minrathous, I've got even more reason to go after the gods. If anyone's got a shot at this, it's the people here. I'm still on the job. Count on it.
Great. Let's follow up on some leads.
I'll let Lady Morrigan know we're ready to meet.
I'll send word to Antoine and Evka. They're holed up in a town called Lavendel.
Everyone else should rest up. Be ready to move when I call.
Never easy, is it, kid?
What do you mean?
Making the big choices, then living with the consequences.
If I don't make the tough decisions, no one else will. So I live with the consequences.
And you don't blame anyone else for them. That's why I recruited you. Anyway, you've got a meeting with Morrigan to attend, and dealing with whatever the Wardens found. All this chatting has taken it out of me. Think I'll rest for a bit. Good work, Rook. You'll find your way through this. I know it.
There's actually a description part. less trusting and more self-reliant. Her damaging abilities are increased, but she will no longer use supportive abilities, and relationship progress is slow. Okay, I think I might take time to go talk to everybody. And then I'll probably end this while I'll take care of leveling up and all that stuff off screen. Figure out where they're actually hanging out, huh?
If you want a more comfortable space, I'm sure there's empty rooms we haven't found yet.
I'd rather be somewhere I can smell soil and plants. Familiar, you know?
I do.
Rook, I was thinking of taking Hassan for a walk. He could use the exercise. Chance to stretch his wings. Thought you'd like to come along.
An underwater prison? That's still pretty amazing.
Amazing? I suppose it is. Do you think the elves made it? It didn't seem to winter.
I think so. I wonder what it was built for. Originally, I mean.
Whatever it was meant for, it's a bit of misery now.
Right.
Look, I'm back and I'm on the job. That's all I want to say about it right now.
Would Lara be in, or she? No, she was up there. Okay.
Third edition of the Unnameable Elements? I didn't even know it had editions.
Oh, it's much improved with the index. Please, borrow it if you'd like.
I'd love to. Oh, Rook, you probably wanted to say hi. Thanks, Professor.
You look moved in.
Just a few essentials. Manfred was a great help with the boxes. What a fascinating place this lighthouse is. What do you make of it?
Early on, it mostly felt empty. But it's gotten more homey with each new person.
For all its grandeur, the lighthouse does seem meant for company.
Did you get the tour yet?
Oh, I've been exploring, but I noticed a few of the others taken aback by Manfred, and I overheard remarks about my skulls. My necromancy won't cause any undue worry, will it?
We're still getting used to one another.
True, and yet...
Give it time. We'll settle in.
Please excuse me. Manfred and I should finish our inventory. Thank you for stopping by. By the way, Rook, before I left, Myrna and Veilguard asked if we could assist with an outbreak of hauntings across Thedas. They also mentioned displaced wisps in the Necropolis. I'm not sure what's frightened them, but it bears investigation.
Hauntings and scared wisps? Let's look into it.
Thank you. We'll depart for the Necropolis whenever you're ready.
Set up a storage. For Treviso. Hey Tosh, we've been trying to get supplies to the crows in Treviso, but the crows who were supposed to pick up the supplies here in Ravane never reported it. If you and your fancy new friends have the time, could you check it out? Drop point was over on the coast. Golden glory is above.
Hey, you heard of the Hall of Valor? It's a fighting arena with the lords.
Interesting.
Just tell me when you're ready.
So we'll probably end this here. I will go ahead and take care of a few things like my skills and some of that stuff. So that's all taken care of before we start the next session. Have a good one. Well, that was certainly a fascinating run into the Necropolis. I've read about the Nevarran necromancy stuff in some of the books and so on. It's interesting to see how they actually presented it. I assume some of those places I wanted to get to that I couldn't figure out how to get to, we will, in later visits back to the Necropolis, find those places. So we have recruited our final companion. Nev is back as well. So we're all set to theoretically move on. Truthfully, there's a ton of side quests out there, and I will probably start digging through some of those, and especially the character-based ones to work on that. So hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, subscribe, and have a good one.